Hey there everybody, this is Mike, this is Neewer Lav Media, and hey, today we are using the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 here in the office for today's video. And today I'm talking off the cuff about something that recently happened. Just made a YouTube short about it, and I think it requires a longer form piece of content. All right, so what are we going to talk about? Well, here's the deal. If unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Apple just came out with the Apple MacBook Neo. Now, this video isn't so much about that computer, but what it is about is what that caused me to do in regards to technology that I use. So here's the deal. I'm going to take these off. So the computer's released. Every content creator and influencer who's in the tech space is now talking about the Apple Neo. And so it's saturated. You see this everywhere you go. You're seeing multiple videos. And while I may not be all that interested in that computer, you're seeing it every time you turn around. Okay. So inevitably, what that caused me to do was to say, okay, well, should I be interested in this computer? Everybody else seems to be interested in this computer. So I started to inventory what I currently use for my channel. Well, I have a MacBook Pro, I have an iPad, and then I have a Mac Mini. Now the Mac Mini is a desktop. It's got the M1 chip. It's the first one that came out. And that one I'm not too concerned about. It works fine, and it's a desktop. So that one stays here. It's the newest of the three items. So the MacBook Pro, I was surprised to learn that that came out, my particular version came out in 2017, runs an Intel i5 chip, has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and something like 2.3 to 2.5 gigahertz processing speed. So it's a little old. Now it's in great shape, works fine. I use it for emails, searching. I can even use CapCut on it for videos. I can upload to YouTube. So it's still doing what I needed to do, but I was very surprised to find out how old it is. Now the iPad is a 9th generation iPad. It's got the A16 chip in it. So it's starting to show its age. It's not a Pro chip. It's just a regular chip. So what I found out, because the Neo, every content creator who's been reviewing it says, oh, it'll run DaVinci Resolve, it'll run Final Cut Pro, it'll use the Creator Suite that, whatever they call it, the combo that Apple just came out with, it'll run all that. And so even though it's only got 8 megabytes of RAM, it's great, or 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I said, you know what, well, I don't need that computer. Maybe my stuff will run that too. And I quickly found out that it will not. And so now, while I wasn't interested in the Neo initially, I am now finding myself very interested in it, because here's the thing. Not only did I find out that my technology was outdated and it was not, even though it's usable now, would not be usable going forward, because my MacBook, I can't run any updates. I was just able to update it to, I think it was Sierra or something like that, something with an S, from what I was using to the newest operating system, but that's as far as I can go. It will not allow me to upgrade to the newest operating system because it just doesn't have the capacity. And without that, I can't run Final Cut Pro. And because I don't have a Pro chip in my iPad, I can't run Final Cut Pro there. So even though I was interested in getting that suite or that combo of apps, content creator apps for photos and videos and voiceovers and music and all the stuff, can't do it because the things that I use won't support it. So that led me down a huge rabbit hole of looking for possibly refurbished machines that are similar in price point but have a better feature set that would allow me to do that. And while I was able to find some, most of the ones in a similar price point ended up being 2020 versions of the MacBook, whether it's an Air or a MacBook Pro. Some of them had like the M1 chips. So like the Air models had M1 chips, but they were the not severely, but they were the entry level ones, 8 GB of RAM. So, you're getting the M1 chip, but you're getting 256 GB of storage, and you're not really getting any improvements other than that one chip. And you're paying the same price, if not a little bit more, and it's an older machine. So there's no guarantees how long it'll actually end up lasting. So all that to say, what I thought was just going to be, hey, let's just watch a video or some videos about this new product, ended up being something that now is causing me to have to reevaluate all my technology and figure out what I need to do so that I can be current and use the things that I want to continue using for the next few years. Yeah, so hey, it just goes to show that technology, it's a great thing, but ignorance is bliss, because as soon as you find out you're outdated, now you're searching for current technology, and that gets pricey quick. And the same can be said for cameras, and I talk about it all the time here, how expensive it is for cameras, and how the internet and influencers want to make you believe that you have to go out and get the latest, greatest thing in order to continue doing, what you're doing, creating content. I will say this, pardon me, that one of my favorite cameras that I use is probably one of the least expensive, and that's this Canon V10. One of the most maligned cameras on the internet. Influencers didn't like it. Hardly any of them use it, but I love it. It suits my purposes, and it was a great price point. So all that to say that in the camera space, you can kind of get away with a little more, but when it comes to your computer and processing data, yeah, there are very few substitutes for a good processor, RAM, and storage. So hey, that's my rant for today. So hey, take evaluation, take stock in what you own, make sure that you've got what you need for the next couple of years, and it might be a good time to upgrade that laptop, upgrade it to the new Neo. So give it a look and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, if you got value from this little conversation today, let me know down in the comments. And if you like talking about content creation and the gear that goes along with it, hey, consider becoming a subscriber. Hey, thanks a bunch. This is Mike. This is Low Def Media using the DJI Pocket 2, saying we will see you in the next one.